Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
An open fabric of string or rope or wire woven together at regular intervals. Electronics. A system of interconnected electronic components or circuits. An interconnected system of things or people. He owned a network of shops. A system of intersecting lines or channels. A railroad network. Broadcasting. A communication system consisting of a group of broadcasting stations that all transmit the same programs. The networks compete to broadcast important sports events. Communicate with and within a group. You have to network if you want to get a good job. The topology of a network whose components are all connected directly to every other component. The act of interlocking or meshing. An open fabric of string or rope or wire woven together at regular intervals. Contact by fitting together. The meshing of gears. Coordinate in such a way that all parts work together effectively. Entangle or catch in, or as if in, a mesh. Keep engaged. The number of openings per linear inch of a screen. Measure size of particles. A 100 mesh screen. Work together in harmony. The act of interlocking or meshing. An open fabric of string or rope or wire woven together at regular intervals. Contact by fitting together. The meshing of gears. An open fabric of string or rope or wire woven together at regular intervals. The excess of revenues over outlays in a given period of time, including depreciation and other non-cash expenses. An open fabric of string or rope or wire woven together at regular intervals. A computer network consisting of a worldwide network of computer networks that use the TCP/IP network protocols to facilitate data transmission and exchange. Yield as a net profit. This sale netted me $1 million. Make as a net profit. Construct or form a web, as if by weaving. Catch with a net. Net a fish. Conclusive in a process or progression. The net result. Remaining after all deductions. Net profit. A goal lined with netting, as in soccer or hockey. A trap made of netting to catch fish or birds or insects. Game equipment consisting of a strip of netting dividing the playing area in tennis or badminton. Electronics. A system of interconnected electronic components or circuits. Computer network consisting of a collection of internet sites that offer text and graphics and sound and animation resources through the hypertext transfer protocol. An intricate trap that entangles or ensnares its victim. Construct or form a web, as if by weaving. The flattened web-like part of a feather consisting of a series of barbs on either side of the shaft. An interconnected system of things or people. Tangled in a web of cloth. A fabric, especially a fabric in the process of being woven. An intricate network suggesting something that was formed by weaving or interweaving. The trees cast a delicate web of shadows over the lawn. Membrane connecting the toes of some aquatic birds and mammals. Artifact made by weaving or felting or knitting or crocheting natural or synthetic fibers. Woven cloth originated in Mesopotamia around 5000 BC. Artifact made by weaving or felting or knitting or crocheting natural or synthetic fibers. She measured off enough material for a dress. Having substance or capable of being treated as fact, not imaginary. Having material or physical form or substance. The tangible substance that goes into the makeup of a physical object. Coal is a hard black material. A person judged suitable for admission or employment. He was university material. Concerned with or affecting physical as distinct from intellectual or psychological well-being. Material needs. Concerned with worldly rather than spiritual interests. Material possessions. Derived from or composed of matter. The material universe. Directly relevant to a matter, especially a law case. His support made a material difference. Information, data or ideas or observations, that can be used or reworked into a finished form. The archives provided rich material for a definitive biography. Things needed for doing or making something. Writing materials. Artifact made by weaving or felting or knitting or crocheting natural or synthetic fibers. The fabric in the curtains was light and semi-transparent. The underlying structure. It is part of the fabric of society. Artifact made by weaving or felting or knitting or crocheting natural or synthetic fibers. Of or relating to fabrics or fabric making. Textile research. An ordered manner. Orderliness by virtue of being methodical and well organized. We can't do it unless we establish some system around here. A group of independent but interrelated elements comprising a unified whole. A vast system of production and distribution and consumption keep the country going. A complex of methods or rules governing behavior. They have to operate under a system they oppose. An organized structure for arranging or classifying. He tried to understand their system of classification. A group of physiologically or anatomically related organs or parts. The body has a system of organs for digestion. A procedure or process for obtaining an objective. They had to devise a system that did not depend on cooperation. Instrumentality that combines interrelated interacting artifacts designed to work as a coherent entity. He bought a new stereo system. Physical chemistry, a sample of matter in which substances in different phases are in equilibrium. In a static system, oil cannot be replaced by water on a surface. The living body considered as made up of interdependent components forming a unified whole. Exercise helped him get the alcohol out of his system. Form intrigues, in an underhand manner. A schematic or preliminary plan. An elaborate and systematic plan of action. A group of independent but interrelated elements comprising a unified whole. An internal representation of the world. An organization of concepts and actions that can be revised by new information about the world. A statement that evades the question by cleverness or trickery. Devise a system or form a scheme for. Facility consisting of the physical plants and equipment for disseminating information. A system for communicating. Facility consisting of the physical plants and equipment for disseminating information. Transmit thoughts or feelings. be interconnected, afford passage. These rooms intercommunicate. Transmit thoughts or feelings. He communicated his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Transmit information. Please communicate this message to all employees. Receive communion, in the Catholic Church. Transfer to another. Communicate a disease. Administer communion, in church. Be in verbal contact. Interchange information or ideas. He and his sons haven't communicated for years. Join or connect. The rooms communicated. A wire net to stop sparks from an open fireplace or smokestack. Electrical device to reduce sparking when electrical contacts are opened or closed. A galvanized wire network with a hexagonal mesh, used to build fences. Mesh netting made of wires. A net of transparent fabric with a loose open weave. A fine, often starched, net used for veils or tutus or gowns. A net of transparent fabric with a loose open weave. Medicine, bleached cotton cloth of plain weave used for bandages and dressings. A framework of metal bars used as a partition or a grate. Mesh netting made of wires. A small net that some women wear over their hair to keep it in place. A net of transparent fabric with a loose open weave. Creating nets. A net or mesh foundation for lace. A network of fine lines used by astronomers as a reference for measurements on star photographs. A guarantee of professional or financial security. A large strong net to catch circus acrobats who fall or jump from a trapeze. A net hung between ship and pier while loading a ship. A receptacle for catching waste products for further use. A sail set to catch wind spilled from a larger sail. An ornamental net in the shape of a bag that confines a woman's hair, pins or ties at the back of the head. A wire net to stop sparks from an open fireplace or smokestack.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.